A lot of investors don't know how to read an annual report. So that is why I wanted to talk about how I read an annual report to understand a company. So I have noted down certain points which I want to discuss with you. Number one, before even you read an annual report, make sure that the company is a filtered company. You have used certain stock screens and filters, and now you have decided that, okay, this is a company worth looking at. So you have filtered that stock, and now you have taken the annual report and you have started reading it. So it's a company that you want to investigate more about. So first, it has to be a filtered stock. Number two, don't read the soft copy of the annual report. Take a printout of the annual report and then start reading, because you have to flip pages. You have to check what was written on page 71 and how is it related to what is written on page 132, say for example. So you have to keep flipping pages. So it's better to read physically. Even Warren Buffett reads all annual reports on a physical format. So print out that annual report and start reading it. It will give you a feel of the company. Number three, learn about the business. So when you open an annual report, in the initial pages, they will talk about what the business is all about. What are the products or the services that the business is selling. So try to understand about the business. You may not know anything about the business, but just reading this section in the annual report will give you a fair idea of what actually the company is doing and how is it making money. Number four, read the management discussion and analysis section. So the management has a thing or two to say in the annual report. So that is what you see in the management discussion and analysis section of the annual report. So first they will start talking about the economy, then they will start talking about the industry, then they will go to company specific numbers and how does this company fit into the industry and how the overall macro is impacting the business. So it's very important to read what the management has got to say about the company. So read the management discussion and analysis. Read it properly. You don't need an MBA finance degree or a CFA to read an annual report. Just use your common sense and read. You may not understand everything about what's being written, but if you get used to reading an annual report over a period of time, you will begin to get it. Number five, read the auditor's report. You also want to see what the auditors of the company have to say about the company. So if the auditors find that there is some problem or there is some fraud, you will usually see some disclaimer mentioned somewhere that where the auditor is not taking responsibility for a certain part of the business. So that is a red flag. So look for those red flags. You want to read the auditor's report. Number six, then go to the balance sheet of the company. Look at how much loan the company has taken. Look at how much cash the company has. Look at what are the receivables of the company. What is the inventory of the company? What are the assets of the company? What are the liabilities of the company? Look at the cash flows. Look at the profit and loss account statement. Is the company really making money? Is the company raising money all the time because it doesn't have money from internal accruals to do business? What is the situation of the company? If you look at the balance sheet, profit and loss account statement and cash flow statement, you will get a fair idea of what is going on in the company. Learn how to read a balance sheet, profit and loss account and cash flow statement. There is enough material available on YouTube where you can learn the basics of these three statements. You don't need to do an MBA finance for all these things. So learn how to read a balance sheet. It will give you a good idea of what is going on in the company from a financial standpoint. Number seven, read the notes to the financial statements. So let's say the company has got 1,000 crore in investment. So you might be interested in knowing, where is this 1,000 crore invested? Is it sitting in as cash in the bank balance as bank balance, or is it invested in fixed deposits in the bank, or is it invested in mutual funds, or is it invested in subsidiaries? Where is this 1,000 crore? So for that you need to read the notes to the financial statements. You need to look at the details. Where is the money going? Where is the money invested? So this is just one example. You can look at inventories as well. You can look at the fixed assets. Where is the money invested? If you look at the total fixed assets of the company, is it in land? Is it in plant and machinery? Is it in buildings? Where is it invested? So all of those details are given in the notes. So you can have a look at that. That will improve your knowledge about the company. Number 8, read the past 5 years of annual report. Don't just read one particular year's annual report. Look at the past 5 years. Look at what the management said 5 years ago and look at the results today. Have they achieved what they told that they would achieve 5 years ago? So it's very important to read multiple annual reports of the same company. At least read 5 years worth of annual reports. That will give you a good idea of how the business is progressing, how the business is expanding. Number 9, look for hidden value. There might be a lot of cash on the balance sheet. There might be a subsidiary of a company which is very valuable. Maybe they own a very well-known brand. So look for hidden value. Is there some hidden value which is not seen in the numbers? So for that you need to read the notes to financial statements. You need to talk to the management. You need to attend conference calls. Do a complete analysis of the company to figure out where is this hidden value. So when that value unlocks in the market, you might stand to make a lot of money. So the devil is in the details. That's what they say. So the opportunity is also in the details. So look at the details of the company. And the last point is look at the AGM date of the company. In the annual report, generally the annual general meeting date is given. So at that particular date, mark your calendar and go and attend the annual general meeting. These days they do online annual general meetings, which is great. Right from the comfort of your home, you can attend these meetings. So look at the date of the annual general meeting and go and attend the meeting. You may not understand anything when you attend the first meeting, but if you attend 5 meetings of a company, that's a period of 5 years. If you attend 5 meetings, you will get a very good idea of what the business is all about. What are the factors that are affecting the revenue? What are the factors that increase cost of the company? Just by looking at the questions being asked by other shareholders, you will learn a lot. Because there are companies where shareholders are 20, they are owning the stock for 20 years, 30 years. They might ask questions which might not have even occurred to you. Okay, so just by listening to those questions, you learn a lot about a particular company. So do all these things. That is how you read an annual report. Thank you so much.